Hey, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Father Roderick, and it's Wednesday, which means you are back here and I'm back here to cook. This is something I do. I've done this last week. I plan on doing this every week, just to change the scenery, change the topic a little bit. So feel free to ask me anything if you're watching this afterwards. I hope you enjoy it just as much as those that are watching it live. If you are new, make sure to introduce yourself in the chat room with your name, preferably also first name, because sometimes your screen name doesn't really tell us what to call you. And sometimes we don't even know the gender just based on the screen name that you use. So feel free to tell us where you're from, and if you're new or not. It's always fun to get to know the community. Always happy to see that some people were actually waiting for the stream to go live. So we've got Michiel and Mike is there, and Graciela Calabrese, beautiful name, is here watching on Facebook, and Carrie is there as well. So good day to all of you. It would be nice if you could maybe share the link to the stream that you're watching to your own audience, because I just don't have time to go and post the link to the sessions everywhere. But it's much more effective if you like this and you would like to share this with your followers, then I'd appreciate it. And of course, a thumbs up also helps on YouTube to spread, or a like on Facebook helps to spread the reach of these live streams. So as usual, before I start cooking, I need to make sure that the kitchen is clean. It is already a lot cleaner than it was about an hour ago. I've had a very low energy day today. And so I spent quite a bit of time cleaning upstairs. I don't have someone to do that for me, so I have to clean this house, and it's a pretty big house. So this morning I finally got around to cleaning the bathroom, and I had an issue with like lots of soap and stuff in between the tiles of the bathroom, so I had to Google some solutions, figured that out. But then I was already so tired afterwards that I didn't want to clean the whole kitchen, so I did that just before I started the recording or the live stream. So if it's okay with you, I'll first continue to clean my surfaces, because of course cooking requires some basic hygiene. And in the meantime, feel free to talk to each other and introduce yourself, as I said. All right. I hope the audio is okay. I'm wearing the wireless mic again. I do have an ingredient here in this pan, which I reveal later, that may come in handy with what I hope to make today. But we're going to make several different dishes, because I've got some stuff that is reaching its expiration date. So that usually informs my cooking quite a bit. I don't want to waste any food, so rather than throw it away, I prepare stuff in advance. Sometimes I won't eat it today or the same day that I cook it, but I'll just save it in the fridge for a couple more days. This is a very important element in my kitchen. The cutting board. It's a little bit too small. I still need to go and fetch myself a bigger one, but I like the shape of this. It's from IKEA, and it's like, looks like a surfboard. That's probably why I bought it. It's like, wow, I can do some surfing in the kitchen. But it's a bit small. I mean, if it's just for cutting up some ingredients for a one-person dinner, that's fine. But sometimes I need to prepare multiple dishes in advance, and then this is kind of tiny. I mean, this is okay, but this is often when you're cutting onions or stuff, it's a bit on the small side. there. And then I'm gonna quickly get rid of all the rice. So I made some rice yesterday evening with the rice cooker, but while I was trying to get it out of the rice cooker, it just jumped in the air, and now my entire countertop is covered in grains of rice. You don't see it because I strategically pointed the camera at the part of the kitchen that looks the cleanest, but underneath it's a mess. All right, let's first get the bigger bits and then we'll just clean it up with a degreaser. So I was thinking maybe in the future, if you'd be interested in this, I could even cook like requests, or we could do themed cooking, where I need to get myself one of those swivel cameras that moves. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Cliff Ravenscraft showed me a camera that he bought for his coaching sessions, and it is a small camera. It's actually a webcam. You place it on top of your laptop or computer. But the cool thing is, it has like not facial recognition, but it follows you along, just like what some of the Apple's devices can do, although they do it by just cutting out a piece of the widescreen image. But Cliff showed me that his camera actually swivels, and I was thinking, since I move around in the kitchen quite a bit, that could be really, really handy to follow me around. Plus, these are very light-sensitive cameras as well. Whereas the built-in webcam that I'm using now is not the most high-quality camera on the block. Apple always takes more time to put good quality cameras in their stuff than other brands for some reason. All right, so now that most of the rice is gone, we can start to degrease. Ajax kitchen degreaser. All right, here we go. Usually I try to clean with just vinegar or just water, but every once in a while it's good to do a bit more thorough cleaning, especially since I have not cleaned this countertop in about a week. There we go. Don't want to get this mixed up with the food though. All right. There we go. And now we take out all the grease. That's the downside of having an induction plate. It's or just anything like on the cooking island, is that if you don't cover the pans, it gets everywhere, especially when you're doing wok-based cooking, like I tend to do quite a bit. Like you put the garlic and the onion in the pan, and then it starts to splatter all over the place. All right. I'll get back to the chat in a second. So don't worry, you will be acknowledged. And if you're only watching the live streams and you've never listened to my podcasts, then you may want to take a look at the shows I record every week by searching for Father Roderick in your podcast software of choice. But something tells me that most of you already listen, or at least download the shows. I don't know if everybody listens. Sometimes I get these messages from followers that tell me that they are like half a year behind, and they refuse to listen to the new episodes because they first want to catch up. And I'm thinking, let it go. It's like cooking, If you feel that you missed out on a meal a week ago, you're not going to first cook that meal and then only eat days later. I don't know if that's a good metaphor, but anyway, you get my gist. This is also why live is so cool, because if people only depend on the podcasts to catch up with me, since they are often often, I don't know about that, but since some people are so far behind, they tend to not be aware of what's going on. Oh, I forgot the induction plate itself. Let's do that right now. This one will also need to be replaced because it's partially broken. As I explained last week, the touch buttons are oftentimes not registering what I try to do, which is quite annoying when you're cooking and something is like boiling over and I want to turn it off. It doesn't react. And so it's the kind of stuff that doesn't, you can't afford this to stay broken. It's just another expense. And IKEA won't take it back, which is really annoying because they, for the kitchen machines, they have not really subcontractors, but they hire other companies to make that for them. And so if this breaks down, you can't normally with like cupboards and this, you can just bring it back to IKEA, and they're usually pretty lenient, but not with kitchen devices. They're like, you have to call this in this factory, and then they'll send someone over, and that person will decide whether or not they're, this is warranty covered or not, and if it's not, then you still pay for that visit, and man, that's really awful in terms of customer service. So my next induction plate will not come from IKEA. I've already decided that. I'd rather pay a little bit more, but then to get proper servicing. And I'm a fan of IKEA on certain when it comes to certain aspects, or actually most of it, but this is a letdown. This stream is not sponsored by IKEA. As you can tell from me being a little bit critical of my favorite Swedish company. All right, now, before I continue to clean the utensils, let me first check with the chat again. Let's see what's going on. Is this already dry? I can lean on this. Do I have any cats and dogs? No. I sometimes wish I had because of the company, and it's fun. I love both cats and dogs, but it's also very restrictive. I wouldn't be able to travel, and it's too much of a hassle. I watch cat videos. That compensates. Can you tell us about the plants that you have behind your sink? Yes, I can. This is fake. It's just, these were actually the only ones that I had in the kitchen. And there's another fake plant like there, that purple one. This one is fake too. These are real plants. I added them when I wanted to try out if I could grow what is it, green onions? Is it green onions or spring onions? So normally when you cut your spring onions, if you save the part with the roots and you put that in water, it will start to grow again. And then over time I planted them in the brown pot there to see if it would grow a little bit better, because of course when you just put it in water, eventually it won't have enough nutrients to grow, but you can still probably get like a second use out of those green onions. So that's why you have all those plants there. I tried to do the same with the leek because they look so similar to spring onions. So this is just water and then 2 bits of leek that I used up. But I have to say that the end result is not very convincing. This is after 1 week, and I don't think I can cook with that. Was that my phone or something was... I heard a vibration somewhere. Well, it can't be my phone because I don't have my phone on me. Oh well. So anyway, so for the leek, I probably should put this in soil. But I ran out of pots because I'm also growing my own basil in the living room, because basil needs a lot more direct, well, not direct sunlight, but needs a lot of light. This side is usually has a bit of sunlight in the morning, but then in the afternoon it's where the shadow falls. So that's why originally I only had plastic plants. I'm still dreaming of having my own garden. I have a garden, but to create my own a vegetable garden, and maybe also, or maybe start with herbs or something like that. All right, Dragon Lad, it was great to see you in the chat. What are we cooking today? That's a good question. Your sink as a leak. Has a leak. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. Can you send a cooking video to Gordon Ramsay? No, I don't dare to. We have a gas range with about 1 million nooks and crannies to clean. Yeah. That's one of the reasons that I actually opted for an induction. There used to be a gas stove here. And it's much easier if you cook a lot of Asian food, because of the flames, the whole pan gets hot. But I've had to clean my own kitchen for 15 years, and I was fed up with cleaning all the nooks and crannies. Yeah, it's just a hassle, whereas this is just so fast. So I like that. Hey, Christopher, good to see you. Let's see, what else have we got in the chat? I don't want anyone to miss out. So we've got Rosario. And Jeremy is there too. Hey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Marco is also joining us. And Simona wants to know if I will make the mashed potatoes. Because Simona is the queen of mashes. And I've been able to sample her cuisine last year when she made a whole different bunch of traditional mashes. I do have some mash in the fridge, which I prepared a few days ago. So it's in here, and I probably should eat this today, because otherwise it will turn bad. But usually what I do is I have these containers from IKEA, glass containers, and so this contains, what is it? Endives. So it's an endives mash. It's mashed potatoes with endives, raw endives, and you just mash it together, and some bacon. Some fried bacon, and it's a really nice combination. It's typical winter food. It's pretty heavy. I had a lot of potatoes that were starting to go bad, so that's why I have 2 containers of this. But it's not my favorite food. I like it when I've gone for like a 3-hour walk in the winter, and then it's nice when you come home to have a very sturdy winter meal. Oh, my fridge is complaining. I get tired of this very quickly. All right, let me show you one more thing. This is just something else. This is very cool. Last Sunday I was celebrating Mass in Ede, which is north of where I live, or I should say north, it's that way. There's always a Vietnamese couple, and they run an Asian restaurant, or like it's almost a food truck. It's bigger than a food truck, but it's kind of like a small building on a square, and so they they sometimes cook stuff, and so she made me this. This is really wonderful. It's a traditional Asian dish. It has many different names. So this is the Vietnamese version of it, I think, and it's made specifically for the Asian New Year, or for the Lunar New Year. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's wrapped in banana leaves. So the banana leaves have browned because it's boiled as a dish. And here inside of this is a chunk of rice. It's almost rice. Rice flour, so it's rice that has been mashed, and so it's very sticky. And on the inside of that is a piece of pork. And so what happens is and there's one other ingredient that is traditional, and that is a certain type of yellow beans. So they crush the yellow beans, and so the whole thing is like a big bapao. If you've ever seen those, it's like with a fluffy bread, and on the inside is a bit of meat. This is the same idea. So on the inside there is meat, on the outside it's sticky rice, and the banana leaves, when you cook them with the rice, their scent, it's very fragrant actually. I first thought it was tea, because it still smells very much like green tea. And so when you cook it, the flavor of the banana leaves infuses the rice. It's very, very good. And so she made me 2 of these portions. I already ate one. And this, you can keep this in the fridge for about a week. So, but that was very nice. I had to Google it because I've had this once before in my previous parish, but I just couldn't remember what it was called. Okay. Now, as to cooking today, I have a few ideas. Marco wants to know if he can book a table. Yes, for the top tier patrons, you can book a table. Let's see. Let's see. Have you been watching The Bad Batch? Yes. I talked about that. If you missed it yesterday, I did a Star Wars show, a Star Wars stream. So if you go to the live stream part of YouTube, you'll be able to find it. I think it's just look for one of the last videos. And so I talk about Star Wars and The Bad Batch and Rebels for about 1 hour and a half. You like my lamps? Yeah, actually, this is coincidental because they were supposed to be the same lights, but I don't have enough bulbs in the same color. Oh, Michiel loves endive mash. Well, good. It is nice. Kitty is also there. She's gonna walk the walk of the world. I still need to sign up for that. It's the 4-day walk in Nijmegen, but I still need to do that. Stampot stiltjes. I have never heard of that. Oh, okay. So it's like an old traditional vegetable from the Netherlands. I've not heard of that. Maria is inquiring what that is. What is my favorite comfort food? This might be very American of me, but I love macaroni and cheese and pizza. Yeah, I don't know about mac and cheese. I ate it in the US, kind of the traditional mac and cheese that all the kids eat, and I thought it was just a bunch of salt, and I guess I've been spoiled too much in Rome to enjoy that. No, I have a lot of different types of comfort food. I like to, there's too much to mention. So what I want to do first is I want to make a pumpkin soup. So we're going to start with that. I want to make a pasta with a piece of sausage in it. So that's what I'm going to eat today. Well, actually, I might actually eat the endives. We'll see anyway. And we'll see how much time we have. Trudy says, it's nice to see you in your kitchen. Yeah, I like to do this once a week. You need to do proper Dutch mac and cheese. There is no Dutch mac and cheese. All right, let's go and get the ingredients for the soup. First of all, of course, need a big pan. This is my biggest pan. And the ingredients, which I'm not actually sure of. I need pumpkin. Oh, wait a minute. I've got another oven dish. What is this? A leek curry oven dish. It takes about 40 minutes to prepare. Oh, it needs, what's in there? Oh, some sauce. Okay, so this is too complicated because I need to go and get some extra groceries to make this. Pumpkin soup. I need an orange. I need an apple. What else? Of course, I also need the. So I've got the pumpkin here. It's like I always thought that, I actually never knew that this was a pumpkin. I never really prepared anything with pumpkin. So I thought the pumpkin soup was always made with big orange pumpkins that you see on, in fairy tales. But apparently this is also a pumpkin. I need some cubes of stock. I think 2 will probably do the trick. I need a wide angle camera. Let's see. Minced meat, leek, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, peas, black olives. Wow, what a lot. That's a lot. Is that supposed to be a recipe for pasta? Oh my gosh. Okay, nasi goreng. Okay, you guys are making me hungry. Let's go. So I think for this, what else do I need for pumpkin soup? So I've got pumpkin, I've got an apple, I've got orange for the, just sweetness. I've got stock. Is there anything else I need to put in? Maybe bay leaf? I actually don't know about bay leaf. Probably not. And pepper and salt, of course. Salt and pepper. Oh, cumin. I think last time I made this, I added cumin. That was nice. Let me see if I have that. I have a whole drawer here. I'm not sure if I can show you that. This is my... I stole this idea from Father Henry. So if you look down, that is a drawer full of herbs and salt and stuff. So it's nicely out of view. I saw this at Father Henry's place. So I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So cumin seed, and it needs to be crushed, of course. Do I have that? That is the question. This is something else. This is paprika. Ah, there you go. Cumin. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. Oh, that's a butternut squash. Okay, so they call it pumpkin here. Olives in a squash soup? Ew. Oh, the lasagna. I need to make lasagna some other time. Anyway, so if you have any other ingredients, if you want to suggest any other ingredients, let me know. Now is the time. I will add, how much water goes in there? Like a liter? Probably. All right, let's do that. Take. Oh, and I remember before I put the water in, I first have to fry this in oil for a few moments. Hey, Kathleen. Beans and cornbread tonight. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, my knife. Just clean it. I've been cutting so many sprouts the other day. I had sprouts that were also going bad, so I had to peel them a little bit. Because the outer side of the sprouts was all brown and yellow. So I removed those, and I ended up with these tiny little sprouts, so I had to cut them in half, fry them in a pan, add cream and mustard and some stock. So yeah, so this knife has seen a lot of tiny little sprouts. All right, let's see if I can do this without losing my hands or fingers. Maybe that's not so smart. Let's do this in pieces. There you go. I'm not very good at this. Maybe there's another way to do this, but... Or maybe you can even use the outer part. I actually don't know. If you boil this with this, could I use the entire thing without skinning it? I don't know. Maybe not. Usually with potatoes and other stuff, I try to use everything. And with potatoes, that's actually where a lot of the vitamins are. They are in the skin. But I don't know if I can do that with pumpkin or butternut squash. Oh, not the peel. Okay, all right. Roast the squash first. Yes. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, roast it first and the peel will come off. Oh, really? Okay. But roasting, I got to put it in the oven, right? That's going to take forever. I'll do that next time, if it's okay with you. I'm always jealous when I see these videos of people doing this like in literally 5 seconds. Never know exactly how they do that, but... Cut it in half, roast it with some olive oil, salt and pepper. Do you roast it in a pan? Just 15 minutes or so, you don't have to cook it the whole way. Do you put it in the oven, or what do you mean by roasting? Is that in the oven or is that in a pan? You can tell that I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I don't know these things. I just follow orders. On a baking sheet. Okay. Okay, in the oven. Oh, okay. What temperature should it go? I like the idea that the peel will come right off, because this is it's very firm. And of course it's rounded, so it's a bit of a tricky shape for peeling. That's also what I don't like about peeling potatoes. It's just a pain, and I'm always afraid that I will lose fingers or the skin of my fingers, which actually has happened multiple times in the past. So I'm basing this on my own experiences in the past. Anyway, I don't have patience. Let's just... Now I can't read the notes. I really need a better camera. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. Oh, 200 degrees. Okay. By the way, Father, you can also add carrots. Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't think I have any carrots. I do the claw thing, but you can't do the claw, when you're doing this kind of cutting, right? You won't have enough grip on the pumpkin. And with the potatoes, I don't know how I can prevent myself from cutting my skin. I've always been afraid of cutting potatoes, so maybe the fear also makes it worse. This is why I like Asian cuisine. There's no peeling involved, at least not that I'm aware of. Jeez. Okay, this is why I never make pumpkin soup. Just not. This is not an enjoyable part of the cooking process. I'll try the roasting later. Maybe that will reconcile me with this recipe. It's just that this pumpkin needs to be prepared. Although it's still fresh. I bought this like a month ago and it's still good. Kept it in a cold place, in storage. All right, a few more pieces. There we go. Okay. Not my finest hour, to put it mildly. But who cares? It's going to end up as soup anyway, so it doesn't have to look pretty. Let's get rid of all this. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any carrots. There we go. Oh, I forgot that these things have seeds. Okay. It's not going to be much left. Although, no seeds in this part. I'll just take that out with a spoon, I suppose. Does that even work with a spoon? I think it does. Ew. Oh my gosh. It's holding on to the pumpkin. Man, it doesn't want to come out. What is this? Why are you resisting me? Or you're already turning into a zombie pumpkin because I kept you waiting for too long. Okay, that looks pretty disgusting. There we go. Should be good. That comes out a lot easier. Alrighty. Then we cut this into cubes. It's very solid. Okay, it doesn't have to be big or small. Let's see, like this. Still got all my fingers. Okay. There we go. It's so fun. I was super tired for the entire day, and now that I'm cooking, it's almost as if my battery is filling itself again. So I have to mark that. I've got an app that tracks my energy during the day, or I need to kind of take notes of the things that cost me energy and the things that give me energy. So normally streaming is quite energy consuming, especially if I have to talk about stuff like Star Wars and I need to pretend I'm smart. And the cooking is super relaxing. Maybe it's also because it's at the end of the day, so no more pressure. All right. What a work. Man, you can just buy these pre-cut, by the way, in the supermarket. Maybe I'll do that next time. It's not as entertaining, though. All right, so that should do. That should do. Hey, Sketch, how fast did you say your pace is? Oh, you're a runner too. I don't know. How fast is my pace? I run, I don't know, 6 minutes per kilometer? No, I don't know. We measure in kilometers, so it doesn't really help you anyway. I'm trying to run my next marathon in under 4 hours. Maybe that helps. So I don't know what kind of pace is required for that. Faster than I've ever run before, so. You see, now it's not responding. I'm pressing the bloody buttons and it's not obeying me. This is IKEA. So it makes a beep and then nothing happens and then I have to wait until it locks, but it doesn't. Sometimes it helps to just get rid of everything that's on these buttons, but this shouldn't be a requirement for touch. Okay, let's try it again. I hear a beep. Now it's on lock. Now I have to unlock it and then quickly press this one. That's the only way to turn it on. Every single flipping time, no matter what I try. Okay, olive oil. Bit of olive oil in the pan. Put the pieces in there. There we go. in the meantime, of course, I can also cut the apple and the orange, even though I'll probably need to add them later. All right. In some soups, it helps to add potato, but I don't think that you do that with pumpkin soup, do you? All right. That's the apple. Now we do the orange. There we go. Definitely add the orange later. It can go bitter if you cook it too high for too long. Okay. An aunt is going through some rough medical issues. She would cook for the church. Brenda says, I hate it when people watch me cook. I actually enjoy it. All right, well, thanks for that. What about the apple? The apple probably can go in anytime. Let me double check if I don't have any carrots lying around somewhere in the kitchen. What about onions? Do I need to put onions in it? No carrots here. No, I think I'm out of carrots. I do have a few big onions left. Maybe onions is a bit too much. So cook in the fridge. Got some apples here, some lettuce, and no. Alas. Any reason why I can't see other comments but mine? It's because you're watching this on Twitch, and I'm simul streaming this to 3 channels, so to YouTube, to Facebook, and to Twitch. But I have to say most of the community is on YouTube. So you can always check out youtube.com/Father Roderick. Well, not the Patreon part, but youtube.com/Father Roderick. That will bring you to the to the overall channel, where you can also read other people's comments. But I'm able to watch everything, whether it's posted on Twitch, on Facebook, or on YouTube. All right. Let me put in the stock. Oh no. This is just vegetable stock. You could use chicken stock, but I'm out of chicken stock right now. I'll just go for pure veggie. And then the water. I'll just go with 1 liter, otherwise it gets too watery probably. And maybe I'll add the cumin, excuse me, the cumin seeds first. Or, yeah, I probably can add that right now, why not? Maybe I should have already done that. Maybe a bit more. There you go. Let's give it a try. You want to be inspired what to eat this evening? Okay. It's so making pumpkin soup. Could we see inside the pan? Sure, you can. There is the inside of the pan. On the bottom you can see the pieces of pumpkin or butter squash, butternut squash. It's such a weird name. So yeah, we'll let this cook. Put a lid on it. And then we're going to go for the next dish. So we'll just let that cook for now. So I was thinking of doing a pasta with sausage. So I had these small sausages. I did these yesterday. They're supposed to be Italian sausages, although the Italian part is probably just in the name, because I wouldn't know why this would be Italian. And usually sausages like that is like, what do you do with it? It doesn't work as standalone because they're too tiny. So what I'm thinking of is making a pasta dish with some penne or maybe farfalle, and then making a nice tomato-based sauce and add the sausages into small pieces in the sauce, maybe with some mushrooms. And yeah, I think that could work. I know it's going to work. So that's what we're going to do. So, and then I have to do something with the lettuce as well. So first of all, let me get the Parmesan and of course the garlic. Very important ingredient. This is Chinese garlic. It's a bit weird. It's not the traditional cloves, these Chinese things. So this entire thing is solid on the inside. You peel it and it's one clove. I don't know how that works, but anyway, I've got these. Are these still good? Nah, they're spoiled. I knew it. I should have made these last week, but now they're gone. Oh, well. Empties out the fridge. Put this in the dishwasher right away. I always try to clean as I cook, or at least get it out of sight. Speaking of which, I first have to clean the countertop for a moment. Look at my little white. Ugh, it's so awful. I need to throw this away. This is all for the organic waste, because we separate all our garbage. And I need to throw this away tonight because it's already starting to decompose very rapidly. Try to do that once a week, but sometimes I forget. And in the summertime, you get all these tiny little flies. It's super annoying. There you go, fruit flies. Can't blame them. For them, it's dinner. All right. Now, big important question. what kind of pasta are we going to use, because of course it needs to work well with the sausage pieces. So you don't want to use the spaghetti or anything long, because it usually doesn't mix well with smaller ingredients. So I'm thinking maybe I got another. This is another. Let me show you. There. That's where I keep all my soy sauce and oils, and those containers are from IKEA as well. They contain rice and quinoa and pasta and oats and that sort of stuff. All right, so I could, what's this kind of pasta? This is just penne rigate. But the penne usually works well with this kind of more like a sauce with, what you call that? Like a more fluid sauce. Ground beef, like a carbonara type of sauce. Okay, it's maybe going a bit too fast. Let's lower this to 5. There you go. Keep that in. I may have something else. This might work. Ooh, whole grain. That's super healthy. And that does not work that well. I'll show you anyway what I'm looking at. Oh, and I've got another idea. Anyway, so here we have a few options. This is from Lidl. This is organic whole grain fusilli. Fusilli means it's got these little, that usually works well with any sauce because it has a lot of, the surface is big. We've got these are called orecchi, I think, orecchiette, which actually means little ears. This doesn't really work that well, I think, with a sausage-based thing, and this is even smaller pasta. So, yeah, something tells me that these won't work. But I do have something else that I've never tried, and that is here. This is actually from Italy. Bought that during my vacation in Tuscany. This is called semolina. No, that's pasta di semola. Fabianelli. This has a name. I forgot what it was called. It's tiny. It almost looks like rice, but it is pasta. It is called. It's called. I'm looking at another brand to see if there's a name on that. I'm sure it has a name. Can't see it. La Molisana, that Molino? No. I don't know. It must have a name. I can't Google it. Well, I could Google it, but I don't want to. There's too much Google in my life. Anyway, so this could be interesting. So you can tell it looks almost like, it has the size of rice, but it is pasta. Orzo. There you go. It's orzo. So orzo has the advantage of course, this mixes with anything. But I'm debating between these two. I'll let you vote. So who is for this one and who is for this one? Let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut up the garlic and the onion and all that stuff. Go. Okay, we got 3 votes for fusilli. Ah, 4 votes already. Okay. Something. Oh, geez, this one also went bad. There's mold. Ish, yeah. It's moldy. I kept this in the fridge. What the heck? Okay, let's see. It's maybe also because this is... I don't remember when I bought this. Okay, let's see. There must be a good one in there. Yeah, this one looks good. Yeah, this one is good. Oh, I can see now. There are cloves, but they're just super like tied together. Interesting. They don't have individual skin, as it were, which makes it a lot easier to process. Okay, there's a little bit of mold on this side, but we'll just cut that off. So this is, whoops, there you go. It's a lot of garlic. Do I have any appointments tomorrow? I don't think so, so I can use all of it. I'll use half. It's probably more than enough. This always looks so much easier on TV. I don't know. Like the garlic sticks to my knife. It's super annoying. Oh man. Okay. Let's try again. Yeah, how do I prevent this from sticking to my knife so I can properly cut this? It's okay, it's good enough. All right, we've got the garlic. Now we're gonna cut an onion. Put this on the side, apple there. I know that garlic has to go through a cold period in its growth process in order to split into cloves. Ah, okay, yeah, maybe. Don't keep garlic in the fridge. Keep it in a bin or drawer at room temperature, a bit cooler. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was actually in the storage, but it was also turning bad there, so I figured, well, maybe it needs to be even cooler than in the storage. Wet towel under your cutting board will help it keep from shifting around. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yep. Good advice. Often in Italy we like to eat a healthier alternative to rice farro, pasta farro. Oh, okay. Cool. Unpeeled heads of garlic. Want to live in a dry, cool, ventilated and dark place. Okay. Okay, so we'll do fusilli. Very good. Even if it's whole grain, if that's okay with you. Because I don't have any other. Second pan. Probably make for 2 days because I got a lot of sausage. So let's boil some water. Here we go. And of course, we properly salt this. There we go. I was going to do the onion. Is there actually a real recipe for pasta with salsiccia? I don't know. I'm just making this one, making it up myself. Can't be too complicated. Usually it's few ingredients anyway. The good pasta. Not if you are in the US and you go to Olive Garden, where every dish is drowning drowning in heavy cream. And super salty and lots of meat. And there we go. I forgot to to set a timer for the pumpkin soup.
Okay, the pumpkin soup. For how long?
What? I don't know. What do you recommend?
Sure, okay, the pumpkin soup. For how long?
Never mind.
No problem, nothing's been said.
So this is supposed to be smart technology. Can't even answer the simplest questions. All right. This is going to be the ASMR part of the live stream. Just hear the chopping noises. Okay. Good. Now then, let us put a lid on the pasta water. Let's take a look at the soup. Ooh, it's going well. It's going well. 15 minutes, okay. My father sometimes makes pasta with tomato sauce and salsiccia. Okay, good, excellent. Till you can take a paring knife and poke it into it easily. Okay. All right. We'll see. Oh, I need to clean a pan. There's another thing I didn't do. Clean the wok. Now, I should have cleaned this right away, which I haven't. So it's a lot harder to clean it properly. Maybe I'll let it sit for a minute so it can be easier. Clean this one as well. All right, what I could do is already cut the sausages, but my cutting board is full. I'm just going to put everything into these small containers, just like they do on TV. There we go. Onions. You know what? Just use my hands. Much easier. Okay. Onion. And the apple. Number 3, long live the dishwasher. I got my morning oats in here. This morning I made savory oats for breakfast. Always very filling. So you use a 1/3 cup of oats, water, a bit of stock, or like I just used half a cube of stock. I add frozen spinach, like 6 pieces of frozen spinach, like these little cubes. And then you just boil that. And it's so good. You can even mix an egg in there if you want to, if you want some more protein. In my case, I just took one of those sausages and sliced it up thinly and put it in the oatmeal. It was really good. It's very, very, very nice. I'm going to turn on the what is it, ventilator. Oops. Okay. This is doing well. What else can I do in the meantime? Maybe I can already peel the orange. Because I think the soup is already doing quite well. But you're right, it should be soft. Otherwise, I need to use the blender, of course. Probably also not the most efficient way to peel an orange. But I haven't watched the YouTube tutorials for this kind of stuff yet. All right. And it doesn't matter anyway. It's going to go in, it's going to be blended. There you go. Throw this away. A bit solid. Oh. Hope there aren't any. Oh, there are a few seeds in there. I want to get those out. Okay, so the pasta water is cooking, which means it is time to turn this around. Let's see. Nine minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 9 minutes.
All right, 9 minutes. Starting now.
Oops, probably a bit too much, but oh well. Put that back there. One more seed. Oh, careful now. Oh, shoot. Meow. It is all over the place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now this is classic cooking. Oh man. Ah. Thankfully, this is induction, right? Although the whole thing turned off. No! How do I turn it back on? Okay, so like this. There you go. All right, let's try that one. There's got to be a trick to prevent this from overcooking. They told me, but I think it's a lie, that if you put a wooden spoon on top of it, that doesn't happen. I don't believe it, but we're going to do it anyway. So, just put a wooden spoon there, and we'll test this out if this is true or not. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think that looks ready. Yep. Very soft. Very nice. Okay, get these. Ah, there's so many seeds in here. Ay, 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 caramba. I don't want those in my soup. Okay, is it starting to cook? Yeah, it's going back. Okay, lower it to 6. Maybe that'll do the trick. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, this is probably why the recipe actually said to just use the juice of the orange. And I was like, no, I'm using everything. But now I understand that this may be linked to the seeds in the orange. And it's too late now to go back to the original plan, so I'll just remove all the seeds myself. Which is a pain. All right. I think I got them all out. I'm not sure though. Ow, jeez. I got orange juice in my eye. I'm attacked by the orange juice monster. All right. Okay, orange is in. Apple. Probably should have put the apple in earlier, but oh well. 4 minutes and 39 seconds on the timer for the pasta, which means I really gotta start making the sauce. Okay, let's clean the pan. Can you imagine having Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen while you're cooking, yelling at you that everything goes wrong? And, you donut! Hurry up, man! All right, we've got this. I can take this off the fire, probably. Or off the heat, I should say. Maybe put it on 5 here. And then we're gonna add some olive oil again. I need to replenish my my olive oil reserve. And then we're going to put in the garlic, onion. Do I have any mushrooms? No. No, 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 no. Oh, wait, I do have something here. Oyster mushrooms. Is that the name? They usually don't have that much taste, so I'm afraid to mix this in because it may be a bit I don't know. What is this? Uh-oh. I'm not sure if that's edible. I also have broccoli, like a broccoli. Nah, this is probably not going to work. It's too strong for the pasta. I've got these. These. Let me show you. So this, I don't know if this would work in the pasta. Oops. Oil is burning. It's not good because now the garlic is going to burn if I'm not careful. So I'm first going to let that cool down a little bit. Okay. Let's put a spoon in the pasta here for a sec. Keep an eye on that. Hello, Mr. Omix. Yeah, I mean it's Gordon Ramsay. It's all an act, of course. He's actually quite very nice guy. Nothing wrong. So it's all a spiel. That's how television works. And also reality TV used to be a lot like that, and they toned it down in many shows because it gets old very, very quickly. People want to watch television to get rid of stress, not to see other people stress out. There's almost a season for different genres of TV. And with everything going on in the world, I think I wouldn't be surprised if TV gets a little bit more friendly now, because that's what people crave. A bit more homey stuff. All right. Oh, what do I do with these mushrooms? Am I going to put them in or not? It kind of feels a bit... I know. Stop. No, he is. I mean, if you read his memoir, and if you watch his early BBC shows, like the Hell's Kitchen, for instance. Was it Hell's Kitchen, or the one where he visits restaurants, flailing restaurants, and he tries to get them back on track? That started on the BBC, and he was actually super sympathetic and really passionate about food, and then they made the American version and became this overproduced, monstrous caricature of what he used to do. So, yeah. All right, the garlic is very, very fragrant. Put in the onion before the garlic starts burning. And just mix that up a few minutes. In the meantime, let me go and save the pasta before it gets too... First save some pasta water for the sauce, and then just take that out. It's still a bit al dente, but since we're going to put it in a pan with the sauce, it will be perfect once it's ready. Sausage. Sausage, sausage. Woo. All right. Let's cut these into pieces. You could even put this on a pizza, actually. Pizza salsiccia. There we go. I always thought as a child that sausages were as is, and that's how you should eat them, in the shape of a sausage. But then, in a lot of the TikTok videos and YouTube videos that I see, they just use the sausage as like it's, how do you say that? They just cut it up. Or they will even remove the filling of the sausage from the skin before they start cooking with it. I've seen that too. And it's so much better, because a sausage is just, it's kind of boring. But if you mix it and it flavors the entire dish, yeah. It's much tastier. It's a much better use of the ingredients. All right, let's put this in the pan. Yeah, I definitely need a swivel camera. Put that in the pan, let it heat that up a little bit more. This, turn it off. I think my soup should be ready for the blender. That's going to be a noisy part of the stream. Let's put that here. Get the blender. This is my Philips super duper blender. Ooh. Multitasking. There you go. Alrighty. And let's add the tomato sauce. hope it's enough. Probably not. Not really. Let's get some more. I'm just using this passata for the sauce. And of course, I need to get some fresh basil from the other room. Let's add a little bit of pasta water and the pasta itself. Oh yeah, it's definitely still al dente, so I'll keep it in the pan for 2 more minutes. And it's sticking to the siphon. All right. Let's mix this. Smells good. All right, let's get the basil. Hey Google, turn on the lights in the living room.
Okay, turning on 11 lights.
Thank you.
I'm honored to serve.
You bet. All right, let's see. These basil plants are not growing very fast. It's probably because it's still very cold in the house. But I'll just pick individual leaves. They start to wither at a certain point anyway. So. And I probably need to water these because they feel a bit dry. Okay. Get a bit closer. Oh. There we go. Maybe some pepper as well. Let me first taste. And some extra salt. All right, time to plate. First, soup. Wait, I haven't even tasted the soup. That's not good. Always taste first. Nice. Oh, you can taste the orange juice in there. even though it wasn't that much, but it's a very sweet fragrance. Or it's, and probably also the apple that I'm tasting. I like the combination. The cumin seed is thankfully not too overbearing. There you go. So that's number one. There you go. Put that there. I'm going to show you the end result in a second. And then la pasta. I forgot. No, it's here. This single plate, porcelain plate that I have left. All the others have broken. I've had these for 20 years, so it's about time that I buy myself some new stuff. Okay, let's clean the countertop. There we go. Very nice. We have the soup. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So that is the pumpkin soup. And the pasta con salsiccia. A few pieces of the sausage just for the visual effect. There you go, one more. There you go. Now that will serve me as lunch tomorrow. Turn this off. Maybe add a little bit more. Let's get a few more leaves just to prettify it. There you go. There you go. Very good. And of course, we should not forget, let me put that way, the cheese, of course, the Parmigiano, because this needs Parmigiano. Don't skimp on the Parmigiano. There we go. And then we have a few more of these that we can just add so it looks pretty, and I can take a picture of that to put on the Instagram. Maybe a little bit more like black pepper here in the center, just to do fancy. Ooh. Okay, let's take a photo and then it's time for dinner. All right, so pumpkin soup. Nice, and pasta. Something like this. Yeah, this is actually a nice angle. You want to see, always see a lot of cheese on these dishes. All right, well, there you go. Now, of course, the proof is in the pudding, so we need to take a few bites and then I'm going to say goodbye. Made it look easy, seriously. I thought it was pretty hard. All right, let's first begin with a bit of this soup. Very nice, very light actually. I'm glad I didn't put in the carrots, because it's much sweeter like this. So good. All right, now we taste the pasta. All right. Let's see. A nice bit of salsiccia there, you see? All right. Very, very good. The taste of the sausage with the tomato is actually quite modest, I should say. The garlic is very present, that's good. But then the combination with the Parmigiano, the taste of the Parmigiano with the sausage. Love it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this. I know this is not my regular content, but I'm having a blast doing this. So if you like this video, you want to see more, make sure to hit the thumbs up button somewhere on the YouTube here, somewhere here down below. Subscribe to the channel as well. And then next week, Wednesday, I'm going to cook again. Maybe I'll have another camera then. And if not, we'll just use the MacBook. But this was fun. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, we need Wonka vision. That would be wonderful. I can just hand you the dish and you can just grab it. Although in Willy Wonka's factory, that usually didn't end well. So it was fun. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll talk soon.